Mr. Mark Bunker, a busy man, making a movie for the silver screen. Hello, Mr. Mark Bunker. Good morning.
I'm doing great, thanks.
How are you doing, young fella?
I'm terrific. I'm happy to see you here.
You see, it was kind of unprecedented when I left Narconon. There's Mark Bunker, the one and only, a happy camper. He's hot to trot. Hey, Mark's feeling well. The park rangers. I've never seen a ranger from a park armed like this. It's very interesting. And they brought us some water. God bless them. They're so kind to us. They brought us some cold water. So I want to thank the park rangers very much.
We'll let you know how he is.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Well, he'll be sitting over here.
So it needs to face this way.
Okay, Colin's getting his makeup done now by the artist. Perfect. Oh, you look so pretty, Colin. Don't you think? Don't you think, Mark?
I do. It's
very
this
becoming.
is the most professional production I've been involved in.
Have you had a makeup artist like this before?
Never. So you're going to be talking to me. Roger, hold to the camera. Do you have across my legs? Yep. Problem. I'm going to stay fairly tight. Okay. It's called a deflect.
How did that happen?
All right. Well, we are set. Let me start rolling. How did you wind up at Narconon?
I wound up at Narconon lifeline from Whil at the hospital. You to get her to Tulsa was an hour in this program, and this program is working.
Yesterday, you were quite ill there. It was pretty hot.
Yeah, it was miserably hot.
But the Rangers, how did they help you?
The Rangers were terrific. The most important thing they did for me was give me a lift back up the road to their headquarters. I was in such a horrible state that I couldn't imagine walking back up the hill. And in that regard, boy, was I glad to see them. They also gave me some water because I was severely dehydrated. And once we got back to their office there, oh, the blissful air conditioning was spectacular. They gave me really lovely cold water. I think I guzzled 3 bottles of it in just a few minutes. And pretty quickly, I was feeling so much better. They also called the hospital on my behalf too.
They were great, weren't they?
They were terrific. I really applaud them for their care. The man who was in charge, and I don't know his name, but his brother died
just passed away
1 week ago. And so when I would say you know, I'm okay. I'm fine. He said, you know, my brother was fine too 1 week ago. So that was, you know, that made me think. But it didn't make me think enough to go to the hospital, which they were urging me to do. I knew it was just the heat, the exhaustion, and dehydration.
Right.
I bounced back.
Yeah. You came all the way from San Diego. Was it well worth the trip?
Absolutely. My God, I'm amazed at the experience and getting to meet people like you. And I just did this terrific interview with Colin, where you know, the wonderful thing about it for me was I think I asked 3 questions. He just talked.
I know.
So it was one of those things where I just sat back and this is fascinating. I don't need to interrupt him. He's got a story to tell, and he's telling it flawlessly. So, you know, I think you'll enjoy seeing it when it gets out there.
Yeah.
Again, in the film, there'll only be snippets of these interviews.
Of course, yes.
But I'll put the extended interviews online as soon as the film is finished. So there'll be this vast archive of all of these people that I've talked to over the past year or 2.
Right. This film you're doing, you've interviewed about 30 people?
More than 30 now.
So you figure you might have it up on the screen within the next year?
Yeah, I hope so. I certainly hope. Every time I've said that, though, I've had to back it up. But I think we're getting, you know, we're getting toward the end now.
Well, some stories don't seem to have an end, and that's why they have Star Wars 2, 3, and 4.
Yeah, I'm hoping that with Scientology there will be an end to the story sometimes.
Me too, I do. Well, thank you very much, Mark, and pleasure meeting you.
Thank you. Thank
You're
you
a
for all
wonderful
you've done.
person.
I sure am.
Okay. Oh, you're welcome. My pleasure. Bye-bye
Bye.
now.